Okay, we're on. We're live. We're going. Podcast.
Live? Okay.
Welcome to the
Cool.
AWD
Okay.
podcast. These are all these stupid fuckers. We got Ass Smells, which is Josh. We got Doom Guy, which is Zach,
Zach.
and then you have me. I'm that hypochondriac looking ass.
Underbro 4961.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
so okay. Let's see here. Let's think about some. So, what about that Queen Elizabeth death, huh? What do you guys think about it? What's your take on that?
I'd fuck her. I'd fuck a dead corpse.
I look.
That's for legal reasons. We're gonna edit
Great,
that out.
great opinion, bro. Great opinion. I
for
swear
legal-
I'm not calling
For
the
legal
police
reasons,
right
I'm
we're
not
gonna
the
have
only
to
one.
edit that out.
I'm not the only one, and I'm not editing
No,
shit
like
out.
seriously though, like, what do you guys? What
I
do you guys
told
think?
you. I fucking told you. That's my serious goddamn opinion.
So I guess.
All right, well, whatever. We'll move on to something
I
else.
mean, like, it's like I don't have much of an attachment towards the Queen because I'm
Well,
not
I mean-
British and
well-
I'm not old.
Thank God. First of all, thank God.
Thank the Lord Almighty that I'm not
We ever get any
British.
UK viewers, dude? Oh man, we're gonna get no viewers.
Right, no bitches, no
You already
viewers,
don't.
no subscribers.
Okay.
Why give a
Like,
shit?
dude, everybody's clicked off.
Probably don't
Everybody's
follow because
clicked
he
off.
feeds off of radiation.
Yeah, everyone
People
has
have
clicked off.
by now. Okay, so all right, let's start with the Ukraine and Russia war. This has been going on for about 200 days now, so it's been pretty bad, bloody conflict. So first of all, let's think about sides here. Whose side do you guys take in this conflict? and
Ukraine.
why?
Ukraine, Russia,
Okay.
L retard.
Okay, and why do you guys support Ukraine?
Ukraine is better because they're not the ones going around trying to invade other countries just because they think
This
they
is-
can.
This
True,
was an
true, but I mean,
unprovoked war.
They're definitely a more democratic society than Russia is. That's for sure. You know.
Russia's a
I-
And Russia's busy arresting people who disagree with the war.
Absolutely. I mean, that's an opinionated press is essential in any like democracy, of course. My
And,
biggest thing about it though is like, I'm wondering, is Putin like the country, like the country that Putin rules? Do you guys think it's gonna like fall in the next 50 years?
I hope it does.
Because like there's been some pretty big talks of like lots of political instability just because like the people are kind of sick of it, you know.
When's the next revolution? Let's go.
Like God knows, you know what I'm saying? Like
'Cause
God
it
knows.
looks like there might be a revolution someday, and I mean that'd be pretty epic. Pretty
Well,
sick of seeing
if
a
you were to-
KGB, an ex KGB member in office anywhere.
if you were to give a time frame from what, like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, like
Someone's
what do
gonna
you think?
someone's gonna overrule Russia and say we're done with your bullshit. It's probably what's gonna
I don't
happen.
f-
It's
I
gonna
don't-
be
I
a
don't
like no
freaking know.
aid in or
No.
not, like Josh said, a revolutionary war could probably take into occurrence. The people are probably just gonna be fed up with the KGB.
not the
Well,
KGB,
not the
as
KGB,
an
the
ex
Kremlin,
KGB member
the Kremlin,
being
the
in
ruling
office, yeah, just
party
the
in
Kremlin.
Russia. Yeah, the Kremlin.
Yeah, whoever that is.
Well, like do what they did to the Romanovs. That
Yeah,
rip the Romanovs, man.
sad Romanovs. Yeah, honestly though, like, well, because I heard Putin's been like trying to expand rights for them, but like, can you really trust a non-democratic tyrant? Obviously not. There's no like separation of power like in their government at all. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have a judicial branch. They don't have, and they do in a sense, but like none of the power isn't spread out among the branches like it is, in America. You know what I'm saying?
Anyways, enough about
I mean,
politics.
everything's been centralized.
What about today's pornography adult film industry? Huh? What's your guys' take on that shit?
I don't know. Boobs are boobs.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Boobs are boobs. However, I'd say that like, with
That
all like
includes
the
guys with
stepsis.
tits.
I'm talking about like the stepsis shit or like the stepdad or stepmom shit. Like to me, that kind of promotes incestuous attractions, and I think that's
It's a
problematic.
funny joke.
It's not a
And
joke.
That's where I draw the line.
Well,
It's not
some
a
people though
joke.
they don't take it as a joke.
It's
you know
when
what I'm
it's
saying?
used as a joke, like the joke format.
Josh,
It's
it's
funny,
it's
and
not really a
That's
joke.
where I draw the line.
Well, yeah, the Pornhub intro meme is funny, but like actually like Pornhub as an industry.
You
in my
realize that
opinion,
like
is
not
kinda
people
problematic.
don't watch porn for the plot on average. They don't really, and
Well,
most videos don't
dude, if
contain
somebody
plot.
told you, hold on, shut the fuck up. If somebody told you that they were watching porn for the plot, yeah, obviously they're fucking lying to you. But I think the porn industry, like as it stands, is a very elusive, money laundering, like dirty industry. Because
I
I mean,
say it's
there's
a
like
good industry.
there's some girls, no, but like, dude, there's some girls that are hauled through that industry, man. Like they don't get to choose who they have sex with, and if they don't do the sex, then they can't make any money.
How
You
do
know what
you
I'm
know
saying?
this? How do you know this? Where's your source that points this out? That shows and signifies that they
That there's
don't
sex
have a
trafficking
choice.
going on in Pornhub.
Yeah,
Honestly, well, hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now.
pull up a
Okay,
source. Pull up a source.
Pornhub
Course. I swear, like
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
trafficking.
even if I pull out the same
Okay.
argument, I will still make fun of the same argument. Why?
Let's see here.
Because I'm a
So, okay,
dickhead.
this is Fox News, so this is a biased Republican source.
Incredibly
Um,
biased. Like
Pornhub rips anti-trafficking org as anti-porn zealots following Instagram account suspension. So anti-Pornhub is ripping or smearing an anti-trafficking organization as anti-porn zealots following Instagram account suspensions. Okay, well, I don't know if that's necessarily relevant to my argument.
It's not.
Uh,
That's talking about the complete
here we
opposite
go.
of what you're referring to.
Pornhub. Okay, so this is according to the Washington Post. Pornhub, another biased source. Let's see here.
like every
Pornhub,
source is biased.
absolutely. Well, the media. You know what I'm saying? The media.
All
Okay, so this
social.
this article was published more than a year ago, so it's probably not recent. But Pornhub profits from rape, child pornography, sex trafficking, and dozens of women allege in lawsuits. Okay, well, let's see here. The lawsuit claims that Pornhub and its parent company, MindGeek, allowed any type of pornography to be published and incentivized people to watch more of it. Executives understood that users were posting non consensual sexual content, knowingly chose to monetize it, according in lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court for Central District of California. Okay. So keep in mind these lawsuits, they were coming out of California, so I mean you need to consider Me Too movement, right? I mean there's a lot of there's typically more leftists in California, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Each their own. Every region in America has like
Oh
its own.
man, someone leaks your DMs, woohoo!
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I troll. I do obnoxious trolling. But generally speaking, I try to not be a dumbass. Like in public, of course.
I've
But,
also been
like
told
when
that being
I'm
racist,
DMing my friends, you know what I'm saying?
say yelling racial slurs is not being racist. If as long as you don't actually fucking hate them.
Fuck you mean?
The definitive like definition. Have you ever looked at the actual definition of racism?
Yeah, it's when it's the belief that one race is superior to the other
Prejudice, discrimination directly against a person or people.
upon the basis of race. Yes. Now I don't know how that's relevant to Pornhub literally doing sex
don't-
trafficking.
I don't know how
But-
politics were related or relevant to Pornhub sex trafficking. You got to bring in leftists into this shit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, well, Josh is a little left. Wouldn't you say that?
I'd say so, yeah.
So, I mean, Josh, what do you think of do you think this is just another like Me Too movement scheme, or do you think this is more like people are actually being sex trafficked in Pornhub?
I mean,
Because,
look,
like, me
my issue
personally,
is like my issue
I'm
is
thinking that
like
people are doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I hold like left-leaning beliefs, but my big brain is like,
Well, I
I'm
don't
just
think
gonna
rape
watch
or sexual
random
assault should be
shit
tied to
posts
politics.
all day and not look into anything at all, unless I want to look into it, and then I do.
No, but like, do you
now I'm
genuinely
interested, what the
think it
fuck
could be
is-
possible? Do you think it could be possible that Pornhub is engaging in sex
Anything is
trafficking?
possible. I mean, it could also be
I mean, that is
engaging in
possible.
criminal activity that's involving more than just that. Like you said, money laundering,
All right. Me
Yeah,
too.
I mean, there's
getting paid under the table.
Wikipedia.org.
What
Yeah.
about Wikipedia?
I don't think it's impossible that Pornhub would be involved in those kinds of things. I mean,
Yeah, but it's not 100% true. I mean,
yeah,
there's,
but
there's
they
no
make
proven
money
evidence.
they make money off of your nut, bro.
I
Like
mean,
that's literally to get you to look. Looking at their website is giving them what they want.
one day Pornhub's gonna own everything. They're gonna own Disney.
They're not gonna own everything.
There's
Shut up,
no
bro.
way.
There's
no way.
there's no
It's,
way.
it's gonna
There's
be
no
the
way.
other way around. Disney's
Yeah.
gonna own Pornhub.
Oh no.
It's gonna be
It's like you can now watch porno. Disney Plus.
it's gonna be Disney Plus adults. Disney Plus
Disney
adults.
Plus for adults.
Or Disney
and then
Plus
little,
Plus.
Little Jimmy's gonna log in, or little Jimmy or little Vanessa's gonna log in
Oh
on their
god! Now I'm
parents'
just
TV.
remembering an edited intro I saw where it changed to Pornhub.
Oh no, dude, that's
Someone edited the
That's
intro. I was like, oh
horrible.
my god!
that's fucking
You're
disgusting.
talking
man.
about
It's like,
that
guys,
one
I
edit.
turned 18. I can finally watch adult porn. me trying to stay quiet while I say the most egregious stuff.
Yeah,
Egregious.
for real, though. Egregious.
Yeah, well, I'm
Egregious.
right next to my parents' room.
Well, actually, technically speaking, everyone's under the general consensus that Pornhub has no involvement of this. I mean, I sure haven't found a video of a person who is, so-called
Well,
under the age.
I mean, you're not gonna find shit like the the NSA and the FBI are gonna be all over that. You know what I'm saying?
like, what I don't fucking get is lolicon, lolly porn. Why the fuck is that still out? Even though it's not real, I get it. But
Well,
it's
of
still
course
it's
not
about the
real.
mindset, and especially thinking of it being okay per se.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at things that look like kids, what's to say that you won't bridge that into
Exactly.
reality?
Exactly. So why the fuck is that shit
Now-
allowed then?
Oh
People-
boy!
there's a
oh
lot
boy!
of people,
now,
like-
what if? Hear me. What if I played the devil's advocate?
Don't fucking play the devil's advocate on this.
I mostly want to bring up an argument I've heard, and that is like with these people
What
that
is the
are
argument?
lolicon connoisseurs, you could say,
Lolicon connoisseurs.
and that is like
Jesus.
again they might be actual pedophiles, right? Now,
Well,
one
that's-
argument I heard that is they have
statistically speaking,
access to
yes.
this like basically and in this case fake 2D children in this case, then that'll possibly prevent them from bridging that gap. They'll have something.
Well, yeah, but even then, developing that attraction in the first place is just like it's
Yeah, but-
shady. You know what I'm saying?
It's
The
something
problem
that
here
it's
is it might
shady.
not be
upon.
something that's developed or like created over time. It might be something that they can't control. And just because they can't control it doesn't mean it's okay. I'm gonna say that right now.
I say they deserve to be in like I don't know, mental asylum. I wouldn't say they should go
I am-
straight to jail.
I did have a friend who was saying, as far as like pedophilia and like abusing minors goes, he said that like we should create a society essentially where people like pedophilia is not okay and it should stay that way. However, we should make it so if somebody says, "Hey, I'm feeling weird feelings towards kids that I shouldn't be feeling, or maybe I don't think I should be feeling," then we should allow them to speak up about it, and then we should help them get like the help that they need.
Yeah, not frown upon it
Therapy.
on them. A therapy for
Well,
say.
we
Give
should
'em-
frown upon the act of grooming minors, sexually abusing kids, things like that. But we should also say, look, it's okay for you to reach out for help. You know what I'm saying? But it's not
Yeah.
okay what you're saying that you're doing, but it's okay to reach help to fix it. And like because well, it's like the idea of like no association. Like the second you hear the word pedophile, you want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it works with friends. Like if you hear, oh, somebody's a pedophile and you used to be friends with them, obviously you're going to be slightly inclined to not be friends with them anymore. And if you do try to help them, then you're just going to be seen as one of them. And I don't think that that's necessarily a good way to look at it. I don't think that's a productive outlook that helps people, you know. I think that just perpetuates the problem. I'm not saying it's okay to be a groomer or a pedophile. That's fucking disgusting. But if these people seriously want to reach out for help, we shouldn't slap their arm away and then the problem gets worse and then they end up, you know, fucking sexually assaulting a kid.
Yeah, it'd be very problematic, and it is very problematic.
Like the consensus, the notion that you shouldn't be attracted to kids right now, I don't have a problem with that. No, nobody should be attracted to kids.
Nope, not at all.
Nobody should be grooming or touching kids.
I'll be
It's
bad.
like
But
you
also at the same
normal
time-
people. It's like normal people. You shouldn't groom
Yeah,
children, and
you
you
know
shouldn't
what
be
I'm saying?
attracted to them. Twitter.com.
Yeah, well, Twitter's Twitter.
Twitter is
Everybody on
stupid.
Twitter.
Everyone on Twitter's
you're,
fucking retarded.
You're either a part of the minority, which is like normal people, on
Normal
Twitter,
people.
or you're a part of the majority, which is just schizophrenic.
It's
But
like
back to my
honey, you need to take your pills. Okay, mom. It's like takes your pills. Where'd mom go?
Yeah, basically,
But,
very,
like,
very
It's like,
genuine
where'd
schizophrenic
where'd my
actions.
go? Why is
Going
everything
back to my
white and
argument,
padded?
going back to my argument, I just don't think we should bat people's hands away for reaching out for help. Yeah, and I mean, of course, there's the whole self-esteem and pride thing. Like, oh my God, you're attracted to kids, haha, you're a fucking pedophile, haha. Like, okay, obviously, if they admit it, they admit it, but we should still help them. You shouldn't deteriorate them further into committing a crime.
No, and it's not. It's bad. Bad mindset.
It's not good. It's not good at all. No.
It's never gonna make it better. It's just gonna worsen it, and that's
It-
kind of how it
it's
is.
stirring the pot. It's stirring the pot.
For example,
It's like throwing dynamite into a volcano and not expecting to get backfire.
or as we say at work, throwing ice into a fryer.
Yeah, it's like throwing ice into a fucking fryer.
It's
Okay.
like, I'm taking
Anyways.
the whole. I'm quitting. I'm taking the whole building with me.
New topic.
CBT.
Talking
No, we're
ball
not talking
torture?
about
No, we're
CBT.
gonna fucking talk about it. Josh is the one who
No,
brought it
no,
up.
We're
I
talking
wanna
about
talk about
cognitive
No,
behavioral
I've-
therapy.
I've talked about one
Cognitive
topic.
behavioral therapy.
Shut the fuck up.
What could you possibly think I was talking about? How could like
Well,
that's gross, man.
Okay. Look, what do you guys think of so Tucker do you guys know who Tucker Carlson is?
No,
Nope.
I have no
he's
clue.
he's like one of the Fox News night hosts, and he talks about like all the stuff that's going on from the right wing point of view. And
I hear Fox and I'm immediately like, yuck.
well, so Tucker Carlson, Jennifer Lawrence, I believe she's a Hollywood actor, like Hollywood star. Jennifer, let me just look that up and fact check myself before I start talking about her.
Fact check yourself before you rickety wreck
American
yourself.
actress. Okay. The world's highest paid actress from in 2015 and 2016. Her films grossed about over 6 billion worldwide to this date. She's appeared in Time's 100 most influential people in the world list in 2013 and Forbes celebrity lists from 2013 to 2016. She is 32 years old and she was born in Indian Hills, Kentucky. And now she's like going to, I'm assuming she's in Hollywood, but apparently Jennifer Lawrence has she's been having nightmares. She said this on like a she's been having nightmares of Tucker Carlson. Why she's been having nightmares of Tucker Carlson, I have no clue. This is probably like news to you guys, but here, let me just
This is indeed
let me
news to
read.
us.
Let me read up on her Tucker Carlson controversy. Okay, what's the story here? All right. Okay. So let's see here. Tucker Carlson. No, I don't want to hear his reaction. I just want to hear. Speculates about starring in Jennifer Lawrence's nightmares. Fox News host Tucker Carlson on Tuesday again mocked Oscar winner Jennifer Lawrence, who recently revealed that she talks to her therapist about nightmares that she has about this divisive TV personality, and they're referring to Tucker Carlson. Those nightmares, she said in the October issue of Vogue, are spurred in Carlson's influence on her estranged family members who are very conservative and live in her hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. Because of the information they are getting is different and their life is different from that of the 32-year-old actor. The Tucker Carlson Tonight host, 53, latched on the mention of his name by one of Hollywood's biggest stars and addressed it on the air. Alright, so let's see here. Tucker Carlson. Okay. When you decide to work on television, you lose control. You lose control of a lot of things. Foremost, the way people perceive you. Carlson said. So can it really be your fault, or are you really responsible if major Hollywood starlets dream about you? Maybe it's the sexy glasses he did planned, pausing on to don a pair of eyeglasses. Who knows? We can only speculate. So, what do you guys think of this, huh? What do you guys think of this Hollywood liberal
Don't really
actor
care.
having nightmares of a conservative TV host?
Don't really care.
I mean,
That's
like,
them.
well, what if you did have nightmares of like somebody that was on TV?
I'd be like, cool. Why though? Oh well. Maybe I should just
Well,
not like watch them or pay attention to
okay,
them in any way, shape, or manner. Take my
going
mind
over to
off it.
going over to somebody who's going to take this topic seriously. Josh, what do you think of Jennifer Lawrence having nightmares of Tucker Carlson?
I mean, I really.
Yeah, you don't care either.
Well, no, like I'm serious though. Like, so she has a very conservative family. They lean on the right side of things. Jennifer Lawrence doesn't live with her family anymore. She lives on she's like on the left side of things, right? So they're gonna naturally diverge. Maybe she grew up hearing Tucker Carlson over the TV, and her brain is just characterizing it as like influencing her family, and her family wants to influence her.
Yeah, probably.
Or
That
like maybe there's abuse involved. Who knows?
I mean, that seems like if like with the lack of information, that just seems like a massive stretch, honestly.
Why don't you just ask her yourself? God damn it! Instead of making these
And she
Well,
has a
just-
Twitter
these
account.
arduous assumptions.
These arduous assumptions.
Yeah.
I think if I was on a different political side of the spectrum, I personally have nightmares of political figures too. Probably
God, imagine having nightmares of political figures. Jesus.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden just comes into your house.
Imagine-
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
plenty of people have nightmares of Joe Biden for different
Probably, dude.
reasons. Probably.
Enough of that. Let's talk about this wage gap.
Age gap.
I meant the wage.
No, you're
gap.
about to say age of consent.
No. Let's talk.
Excuse me, I am a Discord mod. I think that the age of consent should be lowered to 2. I second that.
No, but in all seriousness, that is a joke, and we should talk about this
that's a
fucking
joke.
wage gap because I'd say it's
What do
not.
you-
It's not real.
Alright, raise the minimum, the wage gap, or raising minimum wage?
No, I said wage
Rage
gap.
gap.
Wage gap.
Rage gap.
All right, what about it? What about the wage gap?
I don't think it's real. Contrary to popular belief, but I don't. I feel like it's kind of
Contrary to popular belief, Wyoming is real.
yeah, that too.
Well, what do you guys think? Is the wage gap real? Is it not? Like,
I don't think so. No, I really don't.
Yeah.
Everyone puts in a different amount of effort, no matter who the fuck you are, whether you're a man or a woman. I just think
I
it's
think, like-
about the biologicalness of it as to why we would have that type of diversity throughout, genders, especially genders. I mean, there's even a wage gap apparently, so-called toward races too, and that was more of a major thing back in like the 40s and 30s in the South with them, other times ago. But personally, and from personal experience, I wouldn't say that it's a thing. It's just really dependent on how much effort you could put into a specific job, and that's why it's just completely based off of biologicalness. Yes, a woman.
All right, Josh. What do you think? I'm gonna let Josh talk here.
Sure.
Josh, what do you think?
I
Wage gap
personally
real,
like
wage gap
there's a
not real?
lot there's a lot of different factors that go into it, and I haven't looked into it enough because I tend to just avoid politics because it's no fun at all.
Okay, but do you think women are paid more than men, or men are paid more than women?
Really
Again, I really don't have any input on this because I
It-
haven't looked into it at all.
It really just depends on the job, per se.
I
Like-
think a male bricklayer should be paid more than a female secretary. That's
Yeah,
what I
but the
think.
problem is those aren't the same jobs.
No,
No,
they're,
they're not
not. They're
the same
completely
jobs.
different.
Yeah.
So
But
they
it's
deserve
I
the-
don't think
it's-
anybody's
man,
saying
skip more.
that.
I say you should get paid on the amount of effort that you put in towards something. But like, doesn't
Is-
it take
is
more
that what most
effort to
businesses do?
become a secretary than what was the other one that you said? A brick worker?
Bricklayer.
A bricklayer?
Bricklayer.
You tell me it takes more effort to place bricks than be a secretary, either of state or.
Yes, it does take more effort to place down bricks.
It really depends. Like, it depends on what you're working with. With being a secretary,
what
you're
is
not
the
doing
secretary
Hold up,
doing?
let me finish, mate. With a
Mate.
secretary, you're not working with manual labor. You're doing like social work, and for plenty of people, that can be difficult.
It's a lot more
Difficulty's
difficult.
Really subjective. Like for like bricklaying, like you get some scrawny kid, he'll struggle, but you get some ripped dude who's like worked in the industry for a bit, or even just some dudes who goes to the gym, it'll be easier. Like
Yeah.
difficulty with these jobs is subjective to personality and just physical capabilities.
I think
Therefore,
it should
the
be
wage
based
gap.
on- I think it should be based on I think it should be based on like the amount of risks you take. You know, like what kind of legal liabilities is the company employing you under? What
There's a
should
reason
the
Dane
company
pays.
employ for like the ability to do the job? I think the more capable person should be hired for the job.
I really think that
So,
it's
In this
subjective.
case,
If
scrawny boy. If I was the manager of a construction firm, and I was like, okay, we need to lay down all these bricks by a certain amount of time. We need to have the building up and running. We need to install the electronics. I'm going to go for the bigger, stockier guy who can put down the damn bricks for like 100 bricks an hour and not stop all day.
But
I'm not going to have the scrawny boy.
what
Who,
if the scrawny
and like I
boy?
said, it's all subjective, right?
Yes, it is.
Maybe the strong guy is shitty at laying down bricks, and maybe that scrawny boy can put down 10 bricks in like 5 minutes.
You
I
could
don't know.
say it's
Fuck.
also like ambition could have an effect on that shit.
It should be based
Whether
on
you,
qualification,
well, yeah,
and years of
qualification.
experience.
That's usually what everything's based upon. It's like you have this a college degree. Wow, okay,
That's why it's hard to get experience.
yeah, very hard. Because they won't allow you to get experience because there's always going to be someone who's more experienced than you in that
That's why
field.
you need to find the entry level stuff. Start working in the entry level.
A good example
move
is
your
being
way
a
up.
mechanic. Mechanics are majority men though because of the fact that it's always been like that
Why?
throughout the years.
Why?
Well, because when
Why
cars
are the
when
majority of
cars
mechanics men?
when cars first came out, they didn't have women really working in the workforce. So, and it was also mostly men because if a good example is from like the Great Depression, before that, right before that happened, when Ford first released their car, there was only men working to provide for the whole entire family. And I guess that just stayed throughout the whole thing. But yes, there are still women who are mechanics these days. It's
How long
just
have
less.
we been recording for, by the way?
About let's see, you're 27 minutes and 10 seconds. I should say we stop
Okay.
at 30. This could
Yeah.
end our topic. I don't know what to talk about for the last 3 minutes though. Some stupid shit, I
Mm.
guess. Some stupid ideas. What kind of ideas you got to throw out there that you came up?
Bring a handgun. Bring a handgun into a mall.
That's pretty fucking retarded.
Like open carry. Like no, don't even conceal it. Like just open. Fucking out in the open, like Mexican style, dude. Don't have a holster for it. Just fucking carry it in your pocket. What do you guys think? Would you do that?
That's so unbelievably sketchy, and I'm sorry.
It
You
is
will
fucking
get the
sketchy.
police called on you.
Probably. Now, do you think that person, even if that person's like the nicest person on the planet, do you think he deserves to get his cops called on him?
I think if you're open carrying a gun in such a sketchy way, absolutely, you got it. You had it coming to you. I don't care
Like
how
if
nice
you're not,
you
like
are.
if you don't make the precautions. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Well, also
Tallest
every
building in the
And
world.
also, it
Tallest
depends
building
on
in
if the
world.
establishment allows you to open carry or not.
Shanghai.
That's 100%. Tallest building. Would you guys jump off of it? Like, how tall is
Yes.
the tallest fucking building?
The Shanghai
I
one
think
or
the
some
Bur-
shit like
the
that.
Burj. Is the Burj Khalifa still the tallest?
No, I don't think so.
I have no clue.
Let me
let me look it
let me
up.
look that up. No, I will. I
Tallest
will.
building.
I will.
Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa.
Burj
Let's, okay.
Khalifa is in Dubai. It's
How tall is it?
height of
2,722 feet.
Jeez. Would you guys jump off of that?
Created, yeah,
That's like,
I would. Sounds fun.
wait, like for real?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
not even a parachute?
Nope, no
Obviously.
parachute.
No, I don't want the parachute.
I'll be fine with that one. I think I could
Because
live
you
through
guys
it.
are edgelords?
Yeah, sure.
No.
No,
or-
like seriously.
just
If you could go
Edgelords.
skydiving off the tallest building in the world.
I'm not gonna wear a fucking parachute. I'll wear one of those little paraglider thingies, or that you like flip your arm wings
Oh,
out
the
for.
wingsuits?
Yeah, wear a
Like,
wingsuit.
like a squirrel.
Oh,
like,
that's
flapping there.
baller.
Yeah, it would be
You know
baller.
that's like a biological adaptation for them, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that
flying
crazy?
squirrels have that biological adaptation, and we've used
How
that
do you think that
adaptation
happened?
to create our suits. I don't
How
know.
do you
The
think that
great
happened?
way to escape. They've lived on trees their whole life. Maybe they developed it over
Their
time. No,
bodies like naturally.
yeah, they naturally jump off of shit and try to grab onto shit. So the way they do that is when they jump off of something, they always spread out so they can try to grab more grip. So
Crazy.
maybe over time they had webbed arms, web armpits, webbed legs, so they could do that over time.
Damn.
Also, because it's about 10 seconds away from 30 minutes, I'll say we're all just a bunch of retards. This is all completely opinionated. Nothing's fucking proven to be factual evidence.
We okay.
Wyoming
we,
isn't real.
No, Wyoming's not real. We talk about our opinions. Some of us diverge in them, some of us don't, and we just kind of talk about stuff. Generally try to keep it non-vulgar, but sometimes we have fun. So, anyways,
Try not to
yeah,
take it.
YouTube, fuck off, turn off recording.
Wyoming isn't
Fuck
real.
it off. YouTube, fuck off.
YouTube, fuck off. How about we
Off.
fuck off? Oh, and
Yeah,
also
fuck off.
the CCP. If this ever comes around TikTok or something,
CCP.
CCP sucks. Tiananmen Square happened. Bye.